The mantra for success is through communication, and that is exactly what Sumitra Manmohan was trying to explore through her presentation today. The speech purpose, the general purpose of the speech was to inform us about how we can improve our communication through various methods. And the specific purpose of the speech was to make us all aware about how easily we can do this. The entire speech was laced with humor. It was very easy to understand, and the structure of the speech had a definite opening, where Madam Sumitra Manmohan used the rhetoric devices, the very well-known rhetoric devices, and it had a suspense. Who wants to be a PM? A simple rhetoric devices to gather your, why is she talking about PM? I have already given too much. A good way to start the speech. The transition of the speech, or the body of the speech, took us to the important aspect, which was the core part of the speech, which was stacked, easily maintained, and you explained it through different anecdotes. The supporting materials that you used were that of key thought, and the last point that you mentioned about the Helen Keller was evoking the emotions out of each of the persons sitting out there. What I liked about your speech was that you were able to tie the opening of the speech as well as the conclusion of the speech, which was about the PM. If I were you, what I would use is your strength as a speaker, which is using the rhetoric devices, and I would use that as an opening of speech. I would make the transition smoother by using the same rhetoric devices, such as raise your hand if you want to be a PA, because at this point no one knows what PA is. Raise your hand if you know the PA, just to make sure you are thrusting them towards the same PM that they are thinking. Now raise your hand if you believe you are just like the PM. And then they believe that you're already talking about the Prime Minister, and you said, I also think that I was not a PM until I realized the importance of being a PM, which is people's manager. And because the people's manager came too late, and the speech topic is tips to become a people's manager. And when you close the entire speech, when you shut it down, then people are like, oh, she mentioned it. So creating an easy transition would have definitely made the speech very smooth. Saying so, I must say that whoever is in this room, and whenever they fall about the 100% or the 200% correction of why their mother is right, they will remember this with Thank you.